What's going on, guys? Young Just Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Doki Literature Club episode 2. We got Monika, we got Natsuki, we got Yuri, we got Sayori, and of course we got me. Last episode we basically did the poems or whatever. We're gonna read them to everyone. We read it to Natsuki. She didn't really like it, so we'll see how the other girls feel about it, you know? But anyways, I'm excited for this, so without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, this is where we left off last episode. We showed it to Natsuki. So now let's go with Sayori. She's our childhood best friend, you know? Oh my goodness. This is so good, Jess. Oh, she likes it. What the heck? Okay, thank you. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer, okay? Thank you. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha ha ha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. She likes him. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Jess poem. Oh my god. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Jess. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from your eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Better not be talking about me. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh my god. No, just a little bit. Look at her face, man. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or a no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, I'm gonna show it to Monika. Hi, Jess. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or new things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. What? I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha. Don't worry, Jess. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Natsuki, you see? You see, everyone else likes it, but not you. What? Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you are really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Apologies, the game crashed, so you might see a little lag there before it crashed, you know. But anyways, we were just talking to Monica about her poem, my poem, whatever. Let's continue. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, this is hers. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Man, this girl's smart as hell. She's using words I haven't even heard of. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. I was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking for... Oh, you could go down more. Wait, what? Where was I? A whole infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Okay. So, what do you think? Just lie. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain goes to fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. She's not wrong. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Yeah, that's my advice for today. That's some good ass advice, Monica. I should listen to you more often. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? There's only one person. Yuri. She's shy. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Look. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. It's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands, but her hands are down there. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form a fit of two together. The end result in that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, okay? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't that supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my... I can't really read cursive, man. Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green... What? Blue of the future. I bathe calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Listen, I have no idea what the hell you just said, but I bathes too. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Now you're just too smart for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. She knows. Well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, it is. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jess. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I mean, to me, it looked like she was talking about something about bats or something. I don't know. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I appreciate that. Whew, we're done. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Is this a literature club after all? This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions changed. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Oh! Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Natsuki, stop being mean. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Natsuki, stop being an ass. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Jess did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Damn, bro. She's bringing us all into it. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Oh, and just like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I said. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jess appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Damn! Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Damn, no. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jess started showing up. Damn! Yo! Natsuki with the burns, bro. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Jess? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all covulated for no reason? I'm gonna have to agree with Natsuki on this one, y'all. I didn't understand what she even was saying, I'm not gonna lie. The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jess. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jess? Why don't have to make me choose. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Oh my god. I agree with Natsuki. I had no idea what she was even trying to relay, basically, with the writing of hers. I understood her pull. But I feel like a douche if I choose one. Help me, Sayuri? I don't know. Oh my god. Help me, Sayuri? Natsuki glares at me, dying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Jess? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She should never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in their own head. In your own head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. What the fuck? Sayuri stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I just didn't want to choose between them both because one of them was going to end up hating me, I think, later on. I don't know if that's how the game works, but that's just what I was thinking. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine, nice person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Just how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Jess, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. So Yuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does this kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Jess, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said more to myself than her, but it's easy to say Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Wait, we're ready more? Alright guys, I'm gonna end the gameplay here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.